Hi, my name is Wayne Wescott. I work at the South Shore YMCA, and I'd like to give you some of my thoughts about Quincy on the go. My thoughts are exuberant. I am so incredibly enthusiastic about this collaboration of a variety of fitness and health and educational and medical resources to promote health and fitness in the greater Quincy area. We've been trying to do this for years with our collaborations with Quincy Medical Center and Quincy College and, of course, the Patriot Ledger column. But specifically at the YMCA, we are just all about health and wellness, fitness and functionality throughout life, from 5 years of age right up to 95 years of age, living a functional and healthy lifestyle. And all we need to understand is that it's easy to do. People think, my goodness, there's an obesity epidemic, and there is, and everyone's on a diet, and they are. And yet, the difference between being normal weight and overweight is a very small calorie balance on a daily basis. For example, if you ate just 15 extra calories each day, 15 more calories than you needed, you would add 15 pounds of fat in the next 10 years. No one wants to do that, but that's what the average American does. The average American adds 15 pounds of fat every decade of life, and they don't know why, because they're on diets and they're not eating more. I'll tell you why. Part of it, the largest part, is lack of physical activity. The other part is the lack of the appropriate physical activity, because if you don't do some type of strength exercise, you lose about 5 pounds of muscle every decade. What does that do? When you lose 5 pounds of muscle, your metabolic rate decreases at least 3%. When your metabolic rate decreases at least 3%, guess what? Even if you're eating exactly the same and doing everything else the same, you're going to have about a 15-calorie deficit every day, because you're not burning the calories that you used to burn, because you don't have the muscles that you used to have that burned the calories. So exercise is so important. Strength exercise, cardiovascular exercise, just doing things in the way we used to do them, like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, taking a walk instead of taking the car when it's a close distance. Just doing things that involve a little more activity on a regular basis can make a huge difference in the way we look, feel, and function. It's a small lifestyle change, not a major event that we are talking about. We're talking about parking the car further away in the parking lot. We're talking about fidgeting a little more and getting up and opening the garage door instead of using the garage door opener, and changing the channels. We're talking about just a little bit more activity all day long, because otherwise we become so sedentary we could be reclassified as statues. The average American does so little activity, they burn almost no additional calories per day other than what they'd burn by just being in bed or sitting in a chair, because that's what we do. We are so sedentary. When you think about it, we just sit and sit and sit, and we need to stand and walk, and if we can, we need to do a little running and strength training and swimming and cycling and play a little pickup basketball and participate in some tennis and golf and do things that make life so much more enjoyable. Part of the reason is we just don't have time. But why don't we have time? Because we're doing so many passive activities. I'm not sure that the technological revolution has helped us in this manner. You know, we have a phone everywhere now. We're always on call. The computers, the televisions, the videos, so many neat things to do, but they seem to be so passive and sedentary. We need to just change that attitude and limit ourselves. So, okay, I'm going to watch just this show tonight. I'm going to get on the computer just for this long. I'm going to turn my cell phone off while I'm out taking my walks, so I don't have to stop and talk to someone. I'm going to make time for activity. That's what it's all about. And you can do it at home, you can do it at fitness clubs, you can, of course, do it at YMCAs, you can do it in a variety of ways. And that's what Quincy on the Go is here to help with, to provide those avenues, those directions, those initiatives to change lifestyles just a little bit and a little bit of time, so that a year from now, we're going to look, feel, and function so much differently. We're going to have a much more enthusiastic and energetic lifestyle, and it's going to make the biggest difference you could imagine in your life. I am so proud to be associated with the group of individuals that are involved in educating and motivating our population here in Quincy to be a little more active. Is there room for nutrition improvement? You bet. I can't wait to go down to the farmer's market and get all my fresh fruits and vegetables. You know, we need to eat healthy. We need to eat better than we've been eating. But the real key to maintaining an appropriate body weight, body composition, and physical capacity is using the muscles that God has given us to use. Let's exercise appropriately and regularly and enjoy life to the fullest. Thank you so much, and it's a privilege to be associated with Quincy on the Go.